Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Quaker Farm on the Pole. We are here tonight at Williams Grove. Oh, come on now. Why aren't you working the way you're supposed to? I'm sitting here talking away, and you guys can't hear me. That working it better at all? Hello out there. Oh, that's not working at all. Oh, wait. Okay, so we do have one working. All right, so you guys apparently can hear me. At first, I didn't think you could, but now I see that you can. So we are here with the the Super Sim Racing Super Dirt Car Series with the Tri-Track Modifieds. Tonight we are at Williams Grove. We are going to get started here in a moment as practice is winding down. We'll go ahead and go trackside. Sometimes these little things drive me crazy. We are currently looking at my driver that lost here. Kenneth AG. There in the number 67. We have Travis McDonald out there in number 088. Mike Vitelli in the 213. Laps. Should be in for some great racing here. I'm going to do better this season, I hope. I'll bring better action along with making sure we have points every week. But this is the start of a new season tonight. This is the Tri-Track Modifieds. Unlike others past where we've run 4 weeks, same track, 2 races a night, in turns gives us 8 races. Tonight, for this season, we're running 6 weeks, 3 different tracks, for a total of 12 races. Race 2 races a night. Race 1. How this will work, let's up our schedule here. Up the tri-track schedule. Here you see tonight we're at Williams Grove. Random draw, so pill draw for your first feature. Then in the second race of the night, your field will be inverted by the top 12. So if you finish first, you're starting 12th. If you finish 12th, you're starting first. Some things to keep an eye out for. Hot laps started here at quarter till. First feature should be starting here any moment. As we are 5 past the hour, they're supposed to start at 9. So should be getting ready, set, and ready to rock and roll. Oh, I'm not. All right. But I had to be there. We're all set to roll now. I got us all in where we need to be. Step. Yeah. Yep. Taken care of here in a moment. As you see tonight, like I said, we're at Williams Grove. Next week we're at Lincoln. The following week we're coming to my hometown of Lernerville on March 6th. So that should be a fun race. One thing you'll notice with tracks like Lernerville, there's no wall on 3/4 of that track. So I'm going to be careful. Unlike here at Williams Grove, you'll see that they have or wall to the outside, wall to the inside, and along with infield tires in places. Try to keep these drivers on the track. But that don't always work. Winding down on pace laps here. Kelly Wheeler now on track in that 11 machine. Randall Dixon in the 111. He's 111 on the scoreboard, but 011 on the car. Billy Roberts' machine out there in the 99. Kenneth Agee at 67. So those are your drivers right now as I can pick them out. We have other drivers like Brian Orto, Cody McDonald, Logan Wentz, Joey Wilcox, and Joey Reeder as well. Not on track, but in ready to make some laps here shortly. I hope everybody's as excited as I am. This is the Flieger Farm team on the pole, bringing you the HiMom Lenz Super Dirt Series as they bring to you the Tri-Track Modified Series. 8 mods. So they're not completely a full big block, but they're a step down with 58. Still a great car to drive. Kelly Wheeler and go off. Travis McDonald out here in that number 88. Oh, 88, I should gather. Forgive me if I can't seem to quite get all my words together, but tonight I'm a little bit under the weather feeling, so bear with me. I'm going to do the best I can. My eyes don't want to cooperate well, so bear with me. As I've said in this productions, I'm legally blind on my left side, so I'm doing a lot of this with one eye. Trying to see drivers, trying to pick up drivers' names. Make sure I'm bringing you the best action I can. Because we're on board now. This is with Travis McDonald. As we come down the back stretch, he gets into the wall, coming into 2. Or I'm sorry, into 3 and 4. I was the back stretch. I'm right on that. Now we're coming down the front stretch. Kelly, the second quickest in the session so far. Definitely want to try to keep dirt cars as straight as you can, as you kind of watch that outside wheel on the front there, on the outside of our gyro cam. You can see that he turns in and he tries to get it straight as quickly as he can. Definitely got some offset in that car, the way he's holding that wheel. We'll be getting ready to roll here with our first run at it tonight in race number 1, which is a pill draw. That's going to give the drivers something to work towards, I guess. And for some of them, it's going to be a lucky pick. Some of them, it's going to be not so lucky. But we'll see how they compare. I've seen in weeks past when we've raced at other tracks for this group of drivers that the starting position don't always matter, as some of them are able to go from towards the end of the pack up towards the front without much of an issue. As we get our grid up here on screen, where their starting position is, Brian Orto will roll off in first position. And that number 71 in second will be Kelly Wheeler. He should be happy with that peel draw. Logan Wentz rolling off in third. Joey Reeder rolling off in fourth. Michael Vitelli in fifth. Billy Roberts in sixth. In seventh position, we have Kenneth Agee here in the 67. Travis McDonald in the 088. Randall Dixon in the 011 on track, but he's 111 on scoreboard. Cody McDonald in roll off in 10th, and Joey Wilcox will go off in 11th. Now, I noticed they had a couple drivers. Oh, Wilcox, that is not how you start the race. Now, he's got to try to catch up to the field. Not quite the start you want. But Logan Wentz and Joey Reeder are not on the grid, so they may be race control this evening. And this is the Sim Racing Super Dirt Car Series, presented by HiMom Lenz. All right, real quickly here. And we're going to be ready to roll here off of 4 this time by. 25 laps is the distance for race number 1. Green flag down on the way, and a little bit of a squirrely jump for some of these drivers. And Brian Ordo gets a great jump there on the inside. He's going to try to pull away with Kelly Wheeler rolling in second. Michael Vitelli there in third. Billy Roberts fourth. And Kenneth Agee there in fifth. We'll Kelly Fair coming off of the corner. Down the straightaway, everybody's getting single file pretty early in this one. As we come down into the corner, Kelly going to the inside of Wheeler. We'll see how well that plays out going down the backstretch here. Side by side they go. And nobody's really making a move quite yet. Joey Wilcox, though, he's back up here to the pack with Travis McDonald in front of him. Cody McDonald's trying to find a way around Randall Dixon. Everybody's still tight. Not too much side by side running at the moment. As everybody's still single file. Brian Ordo out front. 22 laps to go here in race number 1 of the evening. Kelly Wheeler second, Michael Vitelli third, Billy Roberts there in fourth, Kenneth Agee fifth. Randall Dixon trying to get up there to Kenneth as they roll through corner 3 and 4. I'm sorry, 1 and 2. Looks like Joey Wilcox is down on the inside of the racetrack. Caution is out. See if we can see what happened here to Wilcox as he comes out of the corner. Struggling a little bit here at the Grove. Oh, he gets into that opening there on the backside of the track, and it shoots down to the inside. Tough break there for Wilcox as he had trouble with the front stretch wall at the start of this. Now he's getting a taste of the back stretch wall. Wilcox in the pits, as you see there on the bottom of your screen. He's now coming back out on track. Everybody single file. We should be doubling up here next lap. This is the HiMom Lenz Sim Racing Super Dirt Series, bringing you the Tri-Track Modifieds, which in turn means we're at Williams Grove tonight, Lincoln next week, Lernerville the following week. Then we come back to Williams Grove for race number 4, Lincoln, go back to Lincoln for race number 5, and we finish out the season back at Lernerville for race night number 6. And again, finishing position in this first race does matter, as the front 12 are inverted, which means if you're starting 12th, you're going to be, or if you're finished, and if you finish first, you're starting 12th. Finish 12th, you're starting in first. So it's going to throw the field for a little bit of a loop come the second race of the evening here, as the pace truck gets ready to pull off here on this lap and gets set ready to rock and roll once again. Iconic there at Williams Grove that is no longer there. It's kind of sad in a way that the pedestrian bridge is no longer there at Williams Grove. Saw that a couple weeks ago at Lernerville, but we are back underway on Facebook a couple weeks ago. But we are back underway down in the corner number 1. Vitelli is getting a great jump on Wheeler, trying to make something happen. Orto has a little bit of a hang-up. Now he ends up losing that first position. Problems in the back here for the 67 of Kenneth Agee as he's trying to get it back under control. Kelly back up here in first. Wheeler now in second. Roberts here in the third. Brian Orko, he had some issues there on that start now and has fallen back to fourth. Now he's got to try to battle his way back towards the front of the pack yet again. Cody McDonald having some issues back here as he's now in the pits. We'll catch what happened with him. Him and the 67 get into it. He ends up getting down in the inside barrier. And then the car just doesn't want to turn. Yeah, he definitely got steering broke on the front end of that 028 machine. Well, unfortunate break for McDonald here in race number 1. So really, with only 11 drivers on the roster here tonight, Buddy McDonald starting 9th, the whole field tonight will be inverted. So the whole field. So that means whoever finishes 9th will be starting first. If whoever wins will be starting in 9th. For what I'm seeing here in race number 1. Here's evening. Kelly Wheeler there in second. Willie Roberts in third. Brian Ordo again. He had some struggles there on that last restart. Now he's back here to fourth. Randall Dixon trying to work his way up through the pack. And Kenneth Agee still getting a little loose coming off of the corners. As you see the track starting to slicken up some here. Continue through the night. 15 laps to go here in race number 1. Kelly Wheeler getting up here to Vitelli. He might have a battle for the lead here before too long. Roberts there on the inside of Wheeler. Now Wheeler got the outside run coming down into corner number 3. Side by side coming off. Who's going to have the more rear bite to come off of the corner? Looks like it's going to be Wheeler getting the lead temporarily coming down into 1, but Vitelli fights back on the bottom. Great drag racing here as we go down the backstretch into corner number 3. Wheeler gets the jump coming into corner 3, and out of 4 it will be Wheeler for the lead, I believe, with Vitelli right there close behind, taking in that second position. Billy Roberts closely behind both of these drivers, hoping one of them can make a mistake for him to get in another position. Brian Ordo, he's still working his way up through the field here after his costly mistakes there on that restart. Randall Dixon slowly gaining ground on him. Kenneth Agee back here in 6th as they come off of corner number 4. 11 laps to go here in race number 1. Kelly Wheeler out front. Michael Vitelli in 2nd. Roberts there in 3rd. That's the way it stands right now as we come down into corner number 3. Vitelli not giving up on that race win yet as he's now back to the bottom side. Through 3 and 4, does not quite have the momentum yet. Shoot that nose back down underneath, does not quite get it to stick. still battling for that first position as they come down the backstretch. And it's AG, Travis McDonald back here towards the back. They're trying to find their way, their momentum, and to get up through the pack. Here comes Brian Orto. Is he making ground on Roberts? It looks like he very well may be. As this race is winding down, 9 laps to go here in race number 1. At the break, we will get with our race winner of race number 1 as they warm up between races here tonight. As Orto's trying to battle that bottom side. Kelly Wheeler still out front now. Vitale close behind him. They're both putting some distance between Roberts and Orto as Orto now goes to the inside through 3 and 4. Can he make it stick? Drive off. It looks like he very well may. As we come down through corner number 1, Roberts has a little bit of the upper hand. Roberts goes up track a little bit. Orto sticks it to the bottom. Drag race down the backstretch into corner number 3 they go. Side by side again through 3 and 4 as they come towards the front stretch here. Brian Orto still battling hard on that inside lane. Not sure what grip is there as you click this there in the middle of the track starting. As they come out of 2, Billy Roberts there in 3rd still with Orto breathing down his neck. Kelly Wheeler still out front with Michael Vitale there in 2nd. As they're putting a little bit of gap between them. Orto now still trying to battle beside Roberts as he almost takes out that wall. Had to lift out off the throttle a little bit as they come down the backstretch now. That's going to hurt Orto just a tad as he was gaining ground. Now he's going to try to really dig deep. There he goes. He's got the run momentum there on the inside. He's now back side by side as they come off a 4. Back down into the corner number 1. Trying to get something there to help them through. As Wheeler and Vitale have kind of summed up 1 and 2 at the moment. Roberts trying to make something happen there for 3rd. Wilcox having problems, but Tony McDonald having problems here in race number 1 this evening. 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 laps when they cross the line this time as Wheeler comes through 3 and 4 this time by. It will be 2 laps to go. It is Wheeler, Vitale, Roberts, Orto. Orto still not giving up, though, on that inside lane as they come down into 1. Side by side again as they roll through 1 and then 2 onto the backstretch once again. Roberts, Orto, both still battling it out for that 3rd place position. Kelly Wheeler, though, has kind of locked up that front win as he is out front going through the final lap. But here comes Vitale. Can Vitale get up there to Wheeler? I don't think he's going to, as now they got only a half a lap left as they come down the backstretch. Side by side. Front to back as they come through 3 and 4. Brian Orto getting that run off of the corner. He will roll out in 3rd position here in race number 1. So the race number 1 here tonight will be Kelly Wheeler, Michael Vitale, Brian Orto, Billy Roberts, and 4th, Randall Dixon 5th. Take a look at our Heat 1 results right now. Driver gets set for the warm-up session. So as the results stand right now, this is your finishing results from race number 1. Kelly Wheeler finished 1st, which means he'll be starting in 9th. Michael Vitale 2nd. Brian Orto finished 3rd. Billy Robertson 4th. Randall Dixon 5th. Kenneth Agee there in 6th. Travis McDonald 7th. Joey Wilcox in 8th. Tony McDonald in 9th. Logan Wentz 10th. And Joey there in 11th. Are the way they stack up for the moment being. And as we said before, Logan and Joey did not take the grid in race number 1. Will we see them in race number 2? I kind of doubt it, but we'll see if they come out to put the car to the test or not. But I think they're doing some adminning duties here this evening to make sure everybody's staying up and up through this race tonight. As our leaders come around here, we got first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. As they line up. See if we can get a word with Kelly Wheeler now as the race winner in race number 1. On. Kelly Wheeler jumped car back to getting set to interview him here. I hope everybody's enjoying the racing so far here on the Figure Farm TV on the pole. I'm enjoying bringing everything to you. So Kelly Wheeler talking to the admin. I don't really want to disrupt them. Let me know. Us drivers are getting set and ready to rock and roll for race number 2. We do have the warm-ups going on. I think we're only still in the pit, but we got Billy Roberts out on track, taking a few laps. Like Vitelli out on track as well. As we said, this is the HiMom Lenz Sim Racing Dirt Series, not a mouthful, bringing you the tri-track modifieds this season. Used to be we were running one track for 8 races. 4 weeks, 2 races a night. This season we're running 6 weeks. Means 12 races, 3 different tracks, 2 times each. Could be interesting to watch as we get ready to roll here. Hey Wheeler, how's it going tonight? I didn't want to interrupt you if you were having important discussions with Brian. Hold on a moment. Hold on one moment. The viewers can't hear you. 1 second. There, now the viewers should be able to hear you.
Good.
So you're saying you almost forgot you had an interview to do for winning that race number 1, huh?
Yes, sir. I just happened to think about it. I said, I think I got an interview to do.
Oh, that you do. But how'd that track feel out there? I know you were chasing Brian Ordo there for a good portion of it.
Oh, it felt pretty good.
Think the track's going to slicken up and give you guys more two-lane racing?
Yeah, we're just slicking up a little bit more. Yeah, the top should wear some now, because everybody's trying to run the top now, I think. So that should give us a couple of lanes, maybe.
It'll be interesting to see how you do coming from 9th position tonight, as I don't know if Logan and Joey are taking the grid or not. I don't know if they're... But I don't follow all that, but...
Well, Logan was there for a little bit, and he just left, so I don't know what happened.
Okay. I don't know either. I know he didn't take the grid in race number 1, so... There were only 9 of you that took the grid, so you're not starting clear in 12th like you could be.
That's right. That's good.
So do you think you have the skill set tonight at Williams Grove to come back through the field?
Well, I'm sure I won't win, but I should pick up a few spots.
It'll be interesting to watch and see how well you do. I know Brian Ordo, I don't know quite what happened to him on that one restart. He got a little weird in the one corner, I guess, and lost a few spots.
Yeah, I asked him what happened to him. He said that after it restarted, his car just went flat.
His car just went left?
Flat.
Oh,
like
flat,
he didn't have,
okay.
Yeah, like he didn't have nothing.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm glad to see iRacing hasn't gotten rid of the walkway yet. I wonder if they're going to.
I hope not. It'd be a shame if they do.
It would be. I mean, that is a staple to Williams Grove, and it's a shame that it went missing in IRL, but...
Yes, sir.
Definitely a staple to that track. Looks weird without it, I'll say that.
It does.
I don't know why, but it just looks... So I guess we're just so used to seeing it there, staying without it, it just looks so odd. But
yeah, right.
Who's your sponsors you want to thank for getting you in the lane here in race number 1 tonight?
Well, I want to thank my wife for sure. I want to thank DNS Siding Remodeling, Ingersoll Rand Incorporated, and I got to thank some of the FTM guys. I've been running with them, and I've been gradually getting a little better, so I've got to give a little thanks to them also.
Anything, anybody that helps you get there, all deserves a thank.
That's exactly right.
So, but we'll see how well you do here in race number 2. Maybe we'll talk to you again on the podium. We'll have to wait and see.
Yes, sir. We'll see.
Alrighty. Have a great second race there, and be keeping an eye on it.
Oh, yeah, and I also got to thank you for doing what you do, and I got to thank Brian James and them for putting this race on.
Well, it's been fabulous so far. It's going to be interesting this in a little bit different format than what the drivers are used to.
That's right. Yes.
Going 3 different tracks, going to 6 weeks instead of staying at one track for 4 weeks. It's going to be a little interesting to see how it all plays together.
Yes, it'd be good.
Well, you go get ready for race number 2 and where you finish.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too. All right, so we're getting ready for the grid here on the... come on. Why they go? Going back trackside here as we start race number 2. We'll grid up here. Joey Reeder will roll off in first, but unfortunately, I do not think our front row actually is going to be Tony McDonald, Joey Wilcox, Travis McDonald, it's Kenneth A.G. in row number 2, Billy Roberts, and Randall Dixon go in the next row. So as it starting first, I know how this is going to play out. Starting first will be Cody McDonald, second Joey Wilcox, Travis McDonald starting third, Kenneth A.G. starting fourth, Randall Dixon fifth, Billy Roberts will off in sixth, Brian Orto in seventh, Michael Vitelli in eighth, and Kelly Wheeler will be rolling up in the ninth position here tonight. As we said, Joey Reeder and Logan Wentz did not take the field here this evening. They might not have felt that they had quite the ride they were hoping for tonight. Hopefully they'll come back for next week as we hit Lincoln. for the next race. So here we go. 028 of Cody McDonald out on the front row. Joey Wilcox. Both of these drivers struggled there in race number 1. Can they turn their luck around in race number 2? We have to see. Make your picks now as the drivers start their run down the backstretch here as the pace truck gets closer to that turn 3 entrance. It will pull off, and then we got he will turn it over to the drivers as the drivers come into turn 3. Side by side for the first time here in race number 2. Race number 2 is a total of 30 laps. We'll have to wait and see how this all plays out with McDonald and Wilcox out on the front row. Wilcox struggling yet again on the outside row there as they come down into corner number 1. Travis McDonald there in third, making some room there for himself. Kenneth Agee up to 4th. Kendall Dixon there in 5th. Kelly Wheeler in 6th, but he's going to make some moves. Kelly Wheeler's already made some moves, as we said. He started in 9th. We got problems already. Billy Roberts, Michael Battelli, and Brian Ordo all having issues out of the gate. Look how much those cars just slide up the track whenever they go and get into the gas. Brian Ordo falls backwards. And we got Roberts going in round with Battelli and Orto stopping just shy of it. Tough break there for those guys as we get line back up here. I know Williams Grove is a tough one to kind of sit and watch with the 9 drivers, but we're going to do our best here. Bring you the best action as we can. Next week is a little bit shorter track, so it should be a bunch of better racing. Get set to rock and roll again. Porto on pit lane, getting that car worked on, getting it back together. Pace lights are on the pace truck as the drivers are starting to get lined up a little bit. "26 laps to go, or about 26 laps to go here in race number 2. All right, I don't know if they're meaning for that to happen or not. I'll have to double check. I don't think caution laps were supposed to count, but they look like they are counting. Which is strange for me to see on dirt track, because I thought caution laps not count. But we'll see whenever they take the green flag, see if the laps change at all. As they come out of 3 and 4. This time it is Cody McDonald as your control car. They are down and away out of 4. McDonald getting a decent jump there on AG coming down into corner number 1. Ends up around though. So we have another caution, and yes, caution laps do look like they are counting. So it's going to be a tough break for these drivers. Brian Ordo involved in that one again. As they come down into corner number 1, you'll see that the 088 of McDonald is around. Brian Ordo kind of locks him up, so he doesn't hit nothing, but it still shows him as being involved, even though Pat was just trying to get around of it. Not quite having the night that he's looking for in that fishing online race car. Now Cody McDonald howls it out there in front. We'll have to see if they're going to make it single file or not. Now, I can say I'm a little confused on the scoring ticker at the moment, as Travis McDonald was up there in first for a quick moment, but now it's Cody McDonald there in Joey Wilcox second, Kenneth Agee third, Kelly Wheeler fourth, Randall Dixon fifth, Billy Roberts sixth, Brian Werdo in seventh, Michael Vitale in eighth, Travis McDonald in ninth. That is how they off here tonight. Again, this is the HiMom Lenz Sim Racing Super Dirt Series, bringing you the Tri-Track Modifieds. And these are 358 mods on dirt. Running in Williams Grove tonight, then we're going to Lincoln, and then we're coming to Turnerville. Pace truck is off. They're down and away again, and we got contact with them, the 67. They are going to try to go 3 wide coming down the front stretch, but I think they think better of it as Randall Dixon is around. All right, so, okay, we are not counting cautions. I'm so confused here. As you see, the 67 comes up. Randall Dixon goes to the inside. 67 comes down into Randall Dixon, and he just not get set up for the corner and ends up getting rear-ended there coming into the entrance. Tough break there for Dixon. Roberts is in the pits right now getting getting repairs done. As we're back under caution for yet another time here this evening. Lights are out on the pace truck. We will get set to rock and roll here. And we're back green flag racing yet again. Down the backstretch they go. Cody McDonald out front. Kenneth Agee now takes over second. Side by side as they come down the front stretch. 26 laps to go here in race number 2. If we can keep it going now. Agee there in second. Wheeler now working his way up through the field. He's now up to third. Trying to work his way through. Gets a little bit of contact there with the 16 of Joey Wilcox. Brian Werdo in front of Vitale as they come down the front stretch. Wheeler there on the outside. Orto down on the bottom side of Wheeler now as Orto's now rolled up into 4th position. Wheeler's got a fight on his hand. Agee looking back as he sees the battles going on behind him. Trying to get that car to turn and bite the way he needs it to as they come back down the front stretch. McDonald out there in front. That is Cody McDonald in that 02 out front. Struggling in race number 1. Kenneth Agee struggling in race number 1, but here they are, 1 and 2 with 24 laps to go in race number 2 of the evening here at Williams Grove. Kelly Wheeler there, like I said, in that second position. Orto there in fourth. They're battling it out, trying to find a way around Agee as they come down the backstretch. Orto to the bottom. Wheeler to the top side. Wheeler getting that bite, trying to get underneath Agee, but does not quite have the momentum quite yet as they come into corner 1. And off of 2, side by side they come. And down into corner number 1 and 2. Still battling for that second through fourth spot. Cody McDonald is really enjoying seeing this in his rear view mirror. If he's running one. Most dirt cars don't have one. I don't run one when I'm online with the iRacing. Too much for me to look at. I only, like I said before, I got one eye. I can't have a cluttered screen. Much to look at. Kelly Wheeler battling with Agee. As Brian Orto has fallen back here to fourth, kind of off the set a little bit, but fighting back. Wheeler now back up here into that third position. Got the momentum rolling in his direction now as they roll through 1 and 2. He's at the bumper. I'm sorry, that was 3 and 4. As they come back down the front stretch, past the flag stand. Wheeler is there. Can he make something happen? Wheeler and Orto Wheeler and Agee battling it hard here for that second position. Wheeler can get around Agee and make the move happen. Can he then battle up there to McDonald, or does McDonald have this right again? That is still yet to be seen, as Wheeler's battling very hard here to the inside of Agee, going down into corner number 3. Side by side they are, with Brian Orto not far behind. With Wheeler now working that inside lane. It's still going to be Agee, though, coming across the line in second. Wheeler trying to battle that inside lane. We'll see where they come through on the next scoring loop here at Williams Grove with 17 laps to go. Side by side in the corner number 3. Wheeler and Agee way up high. That's going to open the door for Orto as well, along with Vitale. Vitale's going to end up getting up there beside Agee now as well. Now Wheeler and Orto set their sights on McDonald with 16 laps to go. Wheeler gets a caution to help him out here. McDonald could be in trouble, as like I said before, Wheeler was our race number 1 winner. Brian Orto started on pole in race number 1, and he was the quickest in practice, so we know Brian Orto is quick here, as he's going to the inside of Wheeler now, as they're battling very hard for second position. Back here for fourth position, Kelly and Agee, along with Travis McDonald, trying to make something happen back here at the back. Billy Roberts and Wilcox rounding out your field. Randall Dixon laps down. I think he has extra stage left here this evening. Unfortunate break for him, but the 028 of McDonald still putting some distance between Kelly Wheeler and himself, as Brian Orto still tries to work that bottom side, battling beside Kelly Wheeler as they come down the backstretch into corner number 3. Wheeler still holds on to that second position. Kenneth Agee still holds on to fourth, with Vitale right on his heels there on the inside lane. Coming back down past the flag stand. Can Vitale get around Agee here to pick up another position? Or can Brian Orto get around Wheeler? Close battles going on. We're keeping an eye on a couple of these battles as we come towards, as time and laps tick down here in race number 2 of the evening at Williams Grove. Cody McDonald still your leader. Brian Orto and Kelly Wheeler battling here for second and third. Kenneth Agee and Michael Vitale battling for fourth. Agee gets a little sideways. Not sure if Vitale helped him in that matter or not, but he did get a little sideways. Now they're coming down into the corner number 3 and 4 with Vitale on his heels. Vitale got to make sure he doesn't quite get into the back bumper too bad of that number 67 machine. Donald still up front. Wheeler still trying to chase him down. Ordo still there in reach of Wheeler. They can figure out how to get that bottom side to bite enough to keep that momentum high. Might find a way to get that fishing online. Number 71 Machine into a higher podium position, but still looking good there in third. Kenneth A.G. sitting fourth and Vitaly in fifth. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the On the Pole tonight as we're bringing you the HiMom Lenz Sim Racing Super Dirt Series and the Tri-Track Modifieds. As I said before, we're starting out here at Williams Grove. Then we're going to Lincoln next week. Cody McDonald still our leader. Kelly Wheeler second. We'll have your points update next week, so you know where the drivers are standing when it comes to points system next week. Brian Ordo there in third currently. Kenneth A.G. in fourth. Kelly Wheeler's having a great start to his season as he is currently sitting second right now in race number 2. He won race number 1, so to come from 9th up to second, he didn't think he was going to win, but he's in a great position right now. If McDonald somehow would up a little bit, Kelly Wheeler will be there in no time. McDonald looking very, very strong here in race number 2 after his little mishap there in race number 1. Unfortunate for him, had to start not quite finish where he wanted to in race number 1, but has come back out here firing in race number 2. 5 laps to go now. That 028 looking really good out front with Kelly Wheeler in second. Brian Ordo there in third. I don't know, with laps counting down, I don't know if Brian Ordo can get to the second place of Wheeler or not. We'll have a couple laps left. It all depends on momentum and momentum alive as this track changes. It's constantly changing, as dirt tracks often do throughout the night of racing. Kenneth A.G. back here in fourth, Michael Vitaly in fifth, Travis McDonald in sixth. So, this, to me, Williams Grove is kind of like the dirt version of Martinsville. Long straightaways, the tight corners. I want to try to compare this to an asphalt track. It's kind of like Martinsville. Similar racing styles between them. McDonald still up front, 2 laps to go. Kelly Wheeler in second, Brian Ordo there in third. Will Brian Ordo be fine sitting third, or will he try to get up there and Wheeler a couple bumps to try to get around Wheeler? Give him an old bump and run there for that second. Just wait and see. As laps are winding down, Brian Ordo is there. Final lap. Donald out front as he comes out of 2 down the backstretch. Kelly Wheeler and Ordo fighting it out through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. Kelly Wheeler, Brian Ordo into 3 now. Donald coming out of 4. He will be your race winner here in race number 2 of the series and race number 2 of the evening. Here we Kelly Wheeler will roll off there in second position. We'll have your finishing results momentarily as they finish up here tonight. So it's going to be Cody McDonald as your winner, Kelly Wheeler in second, Brian Ordo there in third, Kenneth A.G. there in fourth, Michael Vitaly fifth, Travis McDonald sixth, Billy Roberts seventh, Joey Wilcox in eighth, Randall Dixon coming in ninth, Terry Reeder, Logan Wentz failing to take the grid once again. We have a winner, Cody McDonald here. Cody McDonald, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
All right, we got you loud and clear as well. Take us through your winning. You had a tough start to the race night here, finishing towards the back in race number 1, and got the pole or start in race number 2, and you didn't look like you looked back once you started race number 2.
No, race number 1 was a little bad for me. I think I could have at least got top 3 in race number 1, but I got caught up in that wreck, and it screwed my wheel up, and I had to go in the pits to get it fixed. So that just threw it all behind. But I got out there just to run some practice laps in. But I knew in the second race, because it was the invert, I knew I was going to be setting, starting pole, and I just was running a line that I've been practicing, and it seemed to work out for me. There was a few times I bumped to that inside wall, but I was just car was running pretty good.
Well, when you did you have anybody telling you that Wheeler was coming up on you, or were you not too concerned about it?
I wouldn't. I had my thing on. I was after a little bit. I was kind of easing off a little bit to make sure, because I knew I was ahead by, I don't know, like 2.8 seconds, maybe 3 almost at some point. But I was kind of taking it easy at the last 10 laps or so there. Wasn't going as hard. I just felt comfortable that I could probably stay out there. But I noticed Kelly was creeping up on me, but it just wasn't. It wasn't worrying me.
Oh, you did a great job pulling off the victory here tonight. Hopefully this kind of offsets race number 1, and when you go to Lincoln next week, hopefully you take this momentum there and kind of build
Lincoln's
on it.
one of my favorite tracks.
Oh, you go to Lincoln, then you go to Lernerville. You continue the momentum through those two tracks?
I hope so. We'll see how it goes. I usually race really good at both of those tracks. Actually, both of them are really good tracks that I like. So hopefully we just start out on the first race good and not have a bad one like we did tonight, and just try to stay in the top 5 on the rest of all the finishes and see where we end up at the end.
I can't really say that we had too much. Race number 1 was completely your fault. You had a little bit of contact there on the one restart, which kind of screwed up your steering.
Yeah, messed it up.
But you'll have nights like that, and the crew did great getting it back together for you to start race number 2 there on the pole and look back. So, who's your sponsors you want to thank tonight?
I just want to thank the Sim Racing for putting on the show, and you of putting on the broadcast, and everyone that just races clean on the races, and appreciate Kelly for, he was doing great too. He congratulated me at the end. Kelly's local to me too, so he's a good guy. So we'll hope everyone comes out. Hopefully we get some more cars next week, but we'll see. And I appreciate you, man, and I'll see you on the next time.
Alrighty, we'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kelly Wheeler, we talked to you, and you went from 9th up to 2nd. I don't think you had really much to try to get up there to that leader.
Do what now?
I said I don't think you had much left to get up there to that leader.
No, we was running about the same laps after a while there. I just never could gain on him much. I used a lot of it up trying to get around the rest of them.
Well, you did made a good run. I wasn't sure if you were going to come out second or if Brian Order was going to come out in second, but it was going to be one of you two.
Yeah, he ran.
Have to finish third.
Yeah, he ran a good race. He had me nervous for a little bit.
Well, with problems with race number 1 for Orto, he definitely laid down a much better race there in race number 2.
Yeah, he had a lot better one in the second one.
Like the driver that struggled with race number 1 come back out really hammering race number 2.
Yes, he did good.
Who's your sponsors you want to thank and carry this momentum into Lincoln?
I hope so. I need to. I want to thank my wife again. I want to thank DNS Siding and Remodeling, Ingersoll Rand Incorporated. I want to thank the FTM guys. I want to thank you for doing what you do here, broadcasting and all. And I got to thank Sim Racing Super Dirt Car Series for giving us a good place to race.
Oh, it's definitely a great race, and looks like Brian Orr might have checked.
Well, I kept hollering for him in the admin room there, but he never did hear me, so I don't know what happened to him.
He's our third place finisher, and apparently he just didn't want to do it. Oh well.
He may have forgot about it. I tried to let him know, but he never did get back with me.
Oh well. Maybe we'll try to catch him at the next week. Something we'll see.
Right. Yeah.
But we're on to Lincoln. And do you feel comfortable at Lincoln, or?
Yeah, pretty well. I feel mostly comfortable about every track now. You know, there was a few of them I didn't like too well, but I'm getting where I like most of them pretty well right now.
I know William Grove and I don't always get along, and that is I don't like Martinsville either, and they're about the same type of racing style, if you ask me.
Yeah, they're kind of similar. They're tight turns and long straightaways.
Yeah. The only difference being one's dirt and one's asphalt.
Yes,
Or,
sir.
I shouldn't say asphalt. It's concrete.
Concrete. Yes.
Asphalt straightaways, concrete turns, which makes Martinsville even.
Yeah, it's trickier with blacktop and concrete.
Well, it was great talking to you again, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Enjoy that second finish in your race number 1, and you'll be sitting pretty well in the points if I'm thinking correctly.
Yeah, I should be leading them anyway. Hopefully, should be.
Well, that's the way I'm thinking of it too. I mean, a first place finish, second place. It sounds to me like you should be leading them.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully,
I need it.
hopefully you can continue this momentum into Lincoln and then on to Lernerville.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I need to.
Alrighty, you have a great night.
And you too. Thank you for everything.
Most certainly. Oh, that was Kelly Wheeler as we finish up here tonight from Williams Grove. Definitely some great action tonight. And as we get set to go, we are heading to Lincoln next week and then on to Lernerville after that. So it's a great race as we get started in this. Like I said before, run 4 weeks at the same track, 2 races a night. So there was 8 races technically on the point schedule. But this time we're going to 3 different tracks, 3 weeks. Tonight was the start of it, so it's interesting to see how these drivers cope as the season goes on here. As we had our first 2 races tonight here. Next Wednesday, 9 p.m. are here we will be at Lincoln. So take a short trip over to another trip up to Lernerville, and then we come back to Williams Grove for race number 4 of the season. Stick with us as we go through this season. Hope everybody enjoys the race about to come your way. So much for enjoying.
We are Lions. We bring hope where it's needed. Support causes that matter. Change lives. Change communities. Change the world. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
The only thing worse than being stuck at home is being stuck at home without coffee. We can't let that happen. Browse our selection and order online. From sweet to tangy, hot or iced, we have something for you. White King Coffee, because every cup makes a difference. Cheers.
A simple moment in time. But there is so much more to this moment than meets the eye. What you don't see are the millions of moments that led to this one. The weeks of bonding between a highly trained dog and the person he will serve. The personal training for the client. The challenges. The persistence. The matching process to find the right dog for the person. You don't see the time it takes to train the dog. The hours of loving care. The determination of the dogs to achieve, the professionals who care, the dedication of volunteers. You don't see the dog selection process, the foster homes, the puppy raising. A million moments to arrive at this man, this dog, this moment.
Welcome to Beacon Lodge, a full-service summer camp for children and adults with a variety of special needs. But from September through May, Beacon Lodge is available as a conference center for business, governmental, educational, and nonprofit organizational retreats. A beautiful 580-acre camp nestled in the natural woodlands along the Juniata River in central Pennsylvania near Mount Union.
Beacon Lodge was established in 1948 as a summer camp for blind residents of Pennsylvania.
I hope you enjoyed your quick introduction to our facility and its many opportunities. We see ourselves hosting a unique retreat for your organization. Please call me to explore your needs. We can schedule an on-site visit. Quite honestly, it's the only way to get the real feel of the mountains and the experience we offer as a venue like few others.